And so I'm on Grindr, and I start talking to this guy, and he's like 35, ripped body, right? Gorgeous. He's sending me videos of him jerking off in bed. He's like hot. I'm like, okay, great. And so I get there, and he's like, I was like, all right, I'm here. And he's like, okay, great. I'm going to pretend to be asleep.
So, this is bad. Some of this is bad. Some of this is bad. Some of this is bad.
To drag out horse.
No. I know. Meth is like, someone described it on TikTok recently as like the worst thing that you could ever do.
And I was like, finally somebody said it.
They were like,
finally somebody made a TikTok and is putting out the news.
no, they were like, it's the worst thing. It makes you feel like it's like the worst thing that's ever happened to you, but that everything's going to be okay. And I was like, oh, really? Maybe they worded it differently.
Yeah.
I bet it feels fucking awesome because it takes you to like a nightmare situation. When you're on meth, you are not here.
I think that meth and heroin and all the drugs are awesome.
Heroin, I think, is different though because you're like, oh, I'm so sleepy. Like meth, you're like, I'm up, and I want to have fun.
No, it looks like you're sleepy.
Because you are.
No, because your body goes to sleep, but your brain's like, best feeling in the world. Yes, like the best. They go, it is the best feeling in the world.
Yeah, but then meth, you're like in the middle of the street with your underwear, there's shit coming down your leg, being like, oh, who wants to date me?
We got to get stuff done. We got to get stuff done.
Yeah. It's like, sweetheart, you're wearing a diaper. Like, there's not too much to get done.
And you shouldn't be doing it in a diaper.
Yeah.
And that task does not really matter that much.
No, if you're on meth, you're like covered in your own feces. You're like, why is no one talking to me?
God, everyone
sick.
else is such a problem.
Oh my God.
Are we recording?
Oh, I didn't even realize.
Hey guys.
Hey.
Big announcement. So we're bringing you guys here together today to let you guys know that Dylan is transitioning. He needs some time away from the podcast to get his surgeries done.
Yeah, I'm transitioning out of being part of the podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, we haven't seen each other in like over a month.
It's been about a month. It's weird doing the catch up. So I was like, because we used to call each other and then we're like, no, save this for the podcast.
Yeah.
Now I'm like, well, I'll see him. And then I was like, no, he's dead now.
Yeah, not dead. No, well.
He's dead to you.
No. Yeah, I mean, I think, well, what did you do in the last month? Do we want to get right into that or do we want to have like fun first?
Get into the last month?
Yeah.
Oh, when I went to Des Moines.
Or me leaving. Which one do you want to talk about first?
I guess it's been a month, so it'd be a long conversation of what I'm up to. We could talk about you leaving if that was
No, we can talk about it later.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I thought you were bringing it up right now so we could be like, all right, let's get into it. And I was like, oh, I thought we were gonna do the catch up first.
Oh, okay. I've never done a going away episode, so I'm sorry if I'm doing it wrong.
No.
Constantly critiquing me.
No, I was confused. I was confused.
Totally fine. Good. Last month has been good.
Yeah.
I went to Kansas City and we met some fans. They came to both shows, which is really needed as far as ticket sales went.
Yeah.
Really cool of Ace and Joe. Joe, you're so funny. Anyways, they
Why
took
are
me
they
around
funny?
the town, and they took me to this gay bar, and it felt like a house party. Like everybody knew everybody. It was very weird. I was talking to this guy who I thought was their friend because he was just standing near them, and everybody seemed to know everybody.
Yeah.
And he was kind of like a dick.
In what way?
Like I live in New York. Okay?
Yeah.
And I'm not from here.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't realize we've been looking for New York. Can you tell us where it is? Oh my gosh, that's so cool.
It's not cool to like be in Kansas City at a party being like, this sucks.
It was at a bar.
Yeah.
And so I was kind of like, this guy's a dick. And then a couple people came up and were like, you're so funny. I just want to let you know. And then
to you or to him?
To me.
Okay.
And then
when they're doing it to him, they're like, you're so funny. Are you a professional comedian? You're like, no, he's just from New York.
he found it.
He's from New York, so he would know best.
Yeah, he's a cunt, but he's kind of funny because he's a cunt about it.
Yeah.
So then one guy came up and was like, hey,
hot?
I just have to, yeah.
That's why you're not being like extra mean towards him right now.
I was just confused.
You're like, he's such a fucking asshole. He's ruining the party, but I do want him to fuck me, so it's a little bit different.
No, I think he wanted me to fuck him.
Oh, wow.
I was very much like, maybe tonight's the night I finally tap a twig.
Yeah.
And some guy came up and was like, I love the podcast. I just want to say, like, it truly, got me through some dark times. And I'm like, okay, thank you so much. That's really, that is cool.
Yeah.
But then he goes, wait, are you famous? And I was like, no, I'm not famous. He goes, I mean, clearly, can you show me your Instagram? I was like, I'm not showing you my Instagram. And he goes, funny. Come on, show me your Instagram. So I just typed in Joe Rogan in his phone and I walked away.
Yeah, that's great.
And I was like, got him.
And that was the end of your conversation?
It was actually the end of my night. I was like very much like, what am I doing?
Yeah. Wait, so this was in
Kansas City.
What is Kansas City like? Because you said that the boys there are capital H hot.
They are very hot.
Yeah.
They're very hot. I don't know how they compare with Atlanta.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, the boys in Atlanta work you out.
But I bet they're on the same level.
Yeah. Wait, so you went to Kansas City, then Des Moines.
Then Omaha.
How was Omaha? Because I'm going there. Omaha, Nebraska?
Yeah.
Actually, I'm not going there.
Why?
Am I going to Omaha, Nebraska? I don't know. I may be.
Okay.
I'm trying to think.
You would know.
I guess.
I'm just saying I don't.
I think I'm going to Tulsa, which I think is different.
It is a different place.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know how different.
But I think either way, it's unsafe to be gay, I assume.
I don't know. Nebraska's a purple state. So,
is it?
Yeah, it's less Republican than here.
Really?
Yeah.
Every time I've driven through Nebraska, and I've driven through it 3 different times, the whole day. It takes the whole day, and I just think, I'm gonna kill myself.
It is the Iowa.
It's the worst place in the world, and it's not. No, Iowa's not as bad. Nebraska.
No, Iowa's, I think, way worse.
No, Iowa at least is like hills. Nebraska is like flat, and there are deer just waiting on the side of the highway to jump out and kill you and your family.
I feel like that happened. You saw that once, and you're like, "That's Nebraska for you."
No, I saw it 3 times. I've driven through all. I've spent 75 hours in Nebraska.
Why?
I'm just kidding, but like 12 hours times 3, so like what's that? 36. Yeah, 36 hours because I've done 3 cross-country road trips in my life, and I always have driven through Nebraska. Nightmare situation. I hate it there.
And I shouldn't poke at the math, but I don't think it's that big of a state to be 12 hours across.
I think it is.
And I'm saying I don't think it is because I was just there and I drove through it.
But I think, but maybe you drove through, I think it's like thick, like it's like this. It's like a rectangle. So maybe you drove through the top part and I drove through the long part.
Right.
And that could be wrong. I also watched a video of a guy from Nebraska recently talk about why he wants to play baseball. And he was like a real dummy. And he was like, I actually came up with, he was talking like this. He was like, I actually know why I came up with the reason why I want to keep playing baseball. He was like a young college kid. And they were like, why, whatever his name is. And he was like, because for all of the aborted fetuses, thousands of them,
thousands.
He goes.
Probably at least hundreds of thousands, maybe.
He goes
millions.
At least one of those little boys or girl probably would have really liked to play a game of baseball. I was like, you stupid fucking hick. I was like, that is the dumbest thing. Whenever I hear straight men complain about abortions, I'm like, you're such a loser.
That is
you loser pig boy. Are you joking?
The idea that there's even to even try and debate it is such a stupid conversation to have. I'm like, no, I actually read in the Bible it said that it got life was creation at first breath with Adam. And you're like, you guys, close the book. It's not a science book.
Close the book. It's not a science book. Whenever somebody's argument involves the Bible, I'm like, you're fucking retarded. I'm like, and I don't even use that word, but it's just how I feel. I do sometimes.
He does.
I'm from Massachusetts. I get to use it 3 times a year.
Yeah. The people in Nebraska actually are like, they go, the people from Iowa are a problem. They bring a lot of meth. They're like, they treat Iowa like it's their.
Well, that's how everyone feels. It's always like, well, we're not the problem. It's the people right next to us.
I guess in Texas, it's just
Mexico.
Okay. And then California?
California, they go the rest of the country.
Yeah. New York?
Massachusetts.
New York?
New Jersey.
Yeah, I think it's New Jersey.
Actually, to be completely honest, we on the East Coast, we stick together. Like if you were like, I don't know. Actually, I think we're all kind of fine with each other over there.
Yeah, that's what I go over there. I go, that's peaceful.
It's not peaceful. It's just, you know what it is? It's New York. It's not like we don't attack the other states. We attack the towns and cities next to you. You know what I mean? So if you're in New York, you're like, I would never go to Albany.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, it's more within. It's like more close.
You know, it's weird that I've actually liked Mamdani as much as I do. I hate politicians. I've only really liked one in my entire life. And I go,
Elizabeth Warren.
Great. Bernie Sanders.
Yeah. I really thought Elizabeth Warren was going to be the future of our country.
No.
But then she started, I loved her, from Massachusetts. And, then that stupid bitch, she started she's like, I'll do the DNA test to prove that I'm Native American. I was like, you're so stupid.
No.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Yeah.
You just never should have brought it up.
She got a 23andMe for it?
Yeah.
God.
And that's why Trump and I listen. I hate Donald Trump, but I think when he calls her Pocahontas, it is very funny.
It is very funny.
It is funny.
It is. It is very funny. I don't even know if it's the right. It's like giving it to her without also cutting her knees. Like, no, you're Native American.
Yeah.
Huh. Where have you been?
Oh my God, I've been all over since we last saw each other. I went to Salt Lake City. That was Utah, and it's so gross there. But it is. I just, people always think you blow up in comedy, you're living the dream life. It's gonna be New York, LA, San Francisco, Miami, Chicago. No, it's Appleton, Wisconsin.
Appleton, Wisconsin.
I'm going there next month.
It's one of my least favorite places in the world.
I can't wait to feel that way as well. I haven't been yet, but
yeah.
It's Salt Lake City, Utah. It's actually the shows were really, really fun. So I went to Salt Lake, and then I had Miller with me, and then we went to...
Are you taking him everywhere?
No! I was going to. Basically, he was going to come to, because I went to New York for like 10 days, and then I went to the Berkshires for a week, and that was like my little vacation from being on the road. But Salt Lake City, I brought him, and immediately we got into the green room. I was like, I'm gonna bring my dog with me. It's like whatever, and then I forget this is actually it's a work trip, when I'm on the road, and so we get into the green room, I put him down, and within a minute he has something in his mouth because the green rooms are not puppy proofed.
Yeah.
And so I grab it out of his mouth. It's a screw. I'm like, where did they even get a screw? Of course, it's a screw. I take it out, and then 2 minutes later he has something else in his mouth, and he's chewing on a tack. I'm like, okay, I have anxiety. I'm like, I can't do this, and then I'm walking him between the shows. It was a nightmare situation.
You have a small enough dog you could get a crate.
I have a crate. I traveled with the crate, but I felt bad leaving him at the hotel, so I was like, oh, bring him to the show with me, whatever. The night before we left for New York, he broke out of his crate in the middle of the night, and I woke up to him pounding on the bedroom door of my hotel room, and I woke up and I was like, oh my God. He's out of how did he get out of the crate? These are his regular metal crate. Do you know how hard it is to break out? He's the King Charles Cavalier. I didn't realize he had this kind of whatever. He busted out of his crate. He ran to the front door. He had diarrhea all over the hotel room.
Are you feeding him?
Yes.
What are you feeding him?
So...
He eats the Doritos.
No. The problem was
we ate the Doritos. Yeah. I didn't have diarrhea.
No, that was my fault, the diarrhea thing, because we were traveling on planes and stuff, and I read online it can disrupt their eating habits, and so he had no interest in his kibble, and so I started getting nervous. And this woman down there, I was like, do you have anything for dogs? And she's like, oh, I give my dogs this all the time. It was a chicken salad packet thing, and she was like, they eat it up. And I was like, I was going to bed, I was like, I know I probably shouldn't. I'm just gonna mix a little bit into his kibble, and he'll love it. He had never had it before, so he had diarrhea everywhere. It's 4 o'clock in the morning. Now I take him outside. He has diarrhea outside, and then I'm cleaning up the diarrhea all in the bad carpet at whatever type of shit hotel I'm in, and hot water, whatever. I clean everything up, and I put him back. I have to be at the airport at 6 a.m. in an hour and no, maybe 7, 2.5 hours. And I was like, all right, I'm gonna sleep for another hour, and then it was just diarrhea central all morning, and then I had to put him on a plane. We flew to New York. It was a whole nightmare.
Yeah.
And then I was in New York for 9 days. It's
probably because you guys' training, and it is you and the lesbians, your guys' both training is they're fine.
What do you mean?
It's I've learned to not give any dog tips for you guys, but my dog doesn't do any of that.
Do what? Diarrhea?
Yeah.
Well, it's gave him this. I was it probably will be fine.
And the other problems that you have.
What's the other problems?
Just the crate thing, the scratching on the crate.
Well, that was just last night, but that was also because he was having not diarrhea.
Well,
but
just the 2 stories you've told me.
Yeah.
This probably happens more than we're realizing.
No, I think it's just those 2 times.
I think you got a bad dog.
No, I have a great dog.
I think
He's
you have a
amazing.
piece of shit dog.
No, he's great.
And I
You
think
don't even
it's
have a
your
dog.
fault.
Where's your dog? Where's Ricky?
And I think it's
Where's
your fault.
Ricky? Where's Ricky?
He's at home in a crate.
At your house or at your husband?
At my house.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It happened twice. I was going on a road trip and I just left him up there, and you're like, you gave him away.
You said you're like, he's
and
gonna
then,
go live
and then you proliferate these rumors. I go, it is absolute shit living in Dylan's delusion.
Yeah, you said you're like, I'm going.
This is like Melissa's World. What is it?
What's Melissa's World?
Melissa from the 90s?
Clarissa Knows Best.
Yes.
You guys know the famous TV show Melissa's World. Clarissa Knows Best. That's crazy.
Okay, well then the connection I had didn't make sense anyways.
Yeah. And then I went to New York for 9 days, and that was really great. And then the Berkshires for a week, and that was fine. Yeah, I had to stop going back to the Berkshires and expecting like to have it be a vacation, because I was like, okay, great, I'll like go back and I was like gonna work on all this like work stuff and like just enjoy the nature, and then every day people, and I love my family and friends, but like I forget, like, no, you're never home. Like people want you to see you, so then it becomes plans every single day, and so I was like, that kind of sucked. But
I've been spending so much time alone that
really,
well, I mean, I did the road trip by myself.
Yeah.
And I have Ricky, and I see Chip every weekend, and
I
it's
love
been,
that. How's
and
Chip
and I've been
doing?
playing a lot of tennis, but there's a lot of like, I feel like because you're gone, I don't do this like one-on-one, like how are you doing type thing.
Yeah.
I usually just like, fucking whatever. But I've been listening to like weirder and weirder music as the like solitude has increased. Today
Celibacy.
I was unironically listening to Mongolian throat singing playlist, a whole playlist of just
What do you get out of that?
I love it.
Really?
It's so,
How does
because
it
that
make you
is a
feel?
culture that exists.
Yeah.
And it's not like and I go, and they spend a lot of time, and they are a person who goes, this is my art.
Yeah.
And I like that.
I think that's amazing.
I like it when anybody else likes the thing. I don't have to like it, but if they like it, I go, nice.
Yeah.
I like
Mongolian throat singing.
I'm getting pretty good at it. I don't know what they're saying, and they don't do Mongolian on Duolingo.
Oh my God. Wait, so how are your shows?
Really, really light. really
What
light.
is really light?
Like we broke even on the trip.
Okay, that's good though. That's better than losing money.
Yeah, we broke even, and I got to stay in a hotel. I didn't have to do any couch surfing or anything like that. But it really made. I think that's why I left when I was at the that gay house party bar thing, because all these people were like, "Oh my God, we love the podcast." I go, "Could have used you at the show."
Yeah.
But I mean, it was nice getting to do that long
Can I
stretch
say
of time
something?
and whatnot. What?
Some of This Is Bad fans don't really come out to the shows.
I just
Sometimes you guys do, and the ones that do come out are like the real ones. But like, yeah,
I think they don't list the ones that come up to you in the bar. Just see the clips.
yeah.
And it's like, that's a different experience, but that's totally fine.
I for sure, and I want to say this with like nothing but love to my Some of This Is Bad fans.
You are leaving.
yeah.
So no one believes anything you say.
No, but let me just say, and I really do mean this with so much love, because I go on the road every single weekend now. I, in the meet and greet line, probably meet, and I don't even have as many listeners of Feeling Girly as I do if we do have Some of This Is Bad. Like, Some of This Is Bad is probably double. Like, we probably, I don't know what we get in the Spotify. I've never looked at the numbers, but like, I know it's more than Feeling Girly. I probably have like over a course of a weekend, 20 to 30 girls that come up and identify themselves as their tier number in Feeling Girly. Like, they'll be like, tier 1, tier 2, checking in, girlino. There are weekends where like not a single person mentioned Some of This Is Bad, and I'm like, where are they? Maybe they're coming to the show and they're not coming to the meet and greet line, which is almost stranger, because if they've listened to this podcast, they've
They probably heard you shit on all these people.
What do you mean?
Actually, no. You always talk really fondly about some of This Is Bad fans coming up to you and like taking you out and not. So
Some of This Is Bad fans
I take it back. I take it back.
I've said on this podcast that like I trust Some of This Is Bad fans way more than the Feeling Girly fans if like for like hanging out purposes. Mm-hmm. So maybe the gay guys just don't wait in the meet and greet line, and I totally respect that. I really do.
You wouldn't do it.
For someone I really love, I was stood in line in the meet and greet line for Nikki Glazer once, and I was blackout drunk and I embarrassed myself.
Right.
And I've never forgotten that, and it's like a big fear of mine that I'll meet her, and she'll remember. Oh, thank God I changed my hair so much, she probably wouldn't. But
and your size, right?
And my size is always fluctuating. So yeah, it's like really it could be anybody.
You remind me
Master of disguise. He just keeps gaining and losing weight.
I mean, honestly, when Christian Bale does it, he's a hero.
Yeah, we can't talk about my body anymore. Everyone's really sick of it. But
you can do it one last time.
No, I don't want to anymore. I don't feel safe here. So this is bad talking about my body. I found a blog post talking shit about me, and I really shouldn't have read it. But they
my God,
Substack? No, you don't even want to say where it was because I don't want to give them. But they were like really hating me, and then I was like, okay.
How long of a blog post was it?
A long one. A long blog post talking, and I was like, okay, a colonel. I was like, there we go.
That's so funny.
But no, Some of This Is Bad fans. They just maybe they are coming to the show and they're just not identifying themselves or whatever. But the ones that do, I really appreciate. But yeah, could
have used you guys at the show.
Could have used you guys at the shows. They're
circle.
Like, we love you guys so much. I'm like, yeah, not enough to come out.
Well, then after Kansas City, I went to Des Moines. You've been there, Sean. Lovely. I mean, Sean. He's the same energy as Zach Black, which is so funny.
Sean's sweeter though.
People are asking, is Dylan leaving because of the Zach Black episode?
That's
and I was like,
really?
Yeah, I was like, no.
That's so funny because you called me and you were like, Zach Black showed a jerk off video, and I immediately texted Zach and I was like, lose my number. Don't ever talk. I go, don't ever talk to me again.
You're a psychopath.
I know. I didn't actually say that. I said something.
You said something like it.
I said something like that as a joke or whatever. And he was like, no, like he's like, I'll show it to you. And I was like, oh, I never want to see it. I go, now that you showed them before you showed Cowboy Cam before you showed me, I go, I never want to see your dick. And you know what's funny? All I had to say to Zach Black was, don't send it. I never want to see it. And without consent, he sent it to me. I was like, okay, there it is.
Yeah. I mean, what's funny is the people in the Discord where he showed it, if you want to go check it out, accused him of using a dick pump. There's like a long thread of people like, do you think that this is like did he use a dick pump? And they're like, yeah, you could tell by the and I was like, I guess he pumped up before he took that video.
Well, I mean, listen,
I've never used a dick pump, but I've always been curious.
I've only seen it in Magic Mike too. I don't even know what
they
do.
In Van Wilder.
What do dick pumps do? They just make it look bigger?
It just increases the blood flow, so it just like gets like a little bit. But if you do it a lot, it does increase your dick size.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh. It's just like when you get older, your dick can kind of shrink because not enough blood flow goes there.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
One time
if you're jerking off twice a day, it's like really good for your dick size.
Are you doing that?
It's a coincidence.
Yeah. That's why Colton's been jerking off so much. He's like, it's gonna get bigger. It's gonna get bigger.
My balls are fine.
Yeah. Well, and then I came home, and then I went to Orlando, and then Tallahassee, and then I literally just got back from Las Vegas, and I hate Las Vegas.
Yeah,
Las Vegas sucks, and I never want to go back. And tickets were light.
Yeah, I have to go there for a full week in January.
Why?
For the gay...
Oh, GayVNs. That's different, though.
But then they now I also write for the AVN, so I'm like, maybe I'll do something fun there.
Yeah, that will be fun, because you're, like, working, and you're also, like, it's like a whole production or whatever. Like, stand-up there is tough. Like, the club was, like, it's, like, not on the strip.
Yeah.
Which is, like, good and bad. But then you're, like, I don't want to be on the strip, but I'm also away from everything. So you're just, like, in Las Vegas, in like town square. I'm staying across the street from the club, and there's nothing. There was like an AMC. I went for respect to Jimmy, and out of love for Jimmy, I went and saw the
Jimmy.
Who's Jimmy's favorite? The Bruce Springsteen. I went and saw because Jimmy's favorite musician is Bruce Springsteen, and so I went and I saw that Bruce Springsteen documentary or movie, and with Jeremy Allen White, and have you seen this?
I know vaguely that it exists.
Yeah. So, and I also was like, oh, great. This will really pump me up because I was like kind of feeling like I've been feeling really depressed.
You're just like, I'll just embrace his attitude about life.
Yeah. I was like, this will be great. I was like, I'm going to watch the Bruce Springsteen movie and this is going to be like really pump me up because he's like, what? I didn't know anything about him. Right.
Right.
So this is actually a period of time while he's making Nebraska where he is the most depressed he's ever been in his entire life. It's like right before he wants to try to kill himself and seek therapy. 2 hours, it's just Bruce Springsteen just like so sad. And I was like, I left being like, I'm depressed. I'm depressed and I'm unhappy.
Thank God you told me that because I was like, maybe I'll go see that today.
Yeah, no, it's really depressing.
I do not need that right now.
Yeah, I was like, I need help.
I'm listening.
I was like, I need therapy. I need therapy immediately.
You're going to go do it?
No.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
Yeah.
I didn't think that was
but I still need the help.
You did a overcompensating show. How was that?
Oh yeah, so I opened up at FSU for Wally and Holmes from Overcompensating. It was bad, and it was college show. You're performing.
I've never done a college show.
Oh my god! So the room was so big. The ceilings were I don't know like probably like 200,000 feet high, like the highest ceilings you could ever see in your entire life.
Like a gym auditorium.
Yeah, like a gym auditorium, and there was like probably 500 seats, and then probably like 150 people there, and so like really, whatever. You go up, you do your jokes, and they're like 18-year-olds. You forget that 18 to 22, like they're still like you might as well be performing for like high schoolers, especially like this generation because they have never really like been out in the world. They've been like on their iPads the entire time, so they're like holding each other being like, I'm nervous, and then so it's just like an awkward, you can't really do crowd work because you ask them questions and they're like,
no, yeah,
and they've never done anything with their life other than like go to college, and so you're like, oh, they don't know how to talk to people, and so then halfway through I was like, God, I'm being so sexual on stage right now, like I'm telling them really sexual stuff, and I kept being like, am I gonna get in trouble for this? Like I didn't. Their only thing they said you can talk about anything except for Ron DeSantis. They're like, because Ron DeSantis funds the show.
It's Ron DeSantis's
college. He like funds the college, so they're like, you can say anything, just don't bring up Ron DeSantis. And I was like,
any of Ron DeSantis's policies, any of the policies of the Republican Party, or his boots.
I didn't even know he wore boots.
Yeah, that's his whole thing. They call him stepped up Ron because he always wore these like giant heel boots. He goes, I'm not wearing those. He was on Bill Maher, and they were just sitting there like fucking heels.
Oh, that's great.
And he was like, you're wearing them right now. He goes, no, I'm not.
But Tallahassee sucked. I hate Tallahassee. I don't know why anybody's there. Genuinely, there was one day I had to spend an entire day there.
Yeah.
Without shows because it was an extra $1,000 to fly home on Sunday, and then on Monday it was like $600. So I was like, okay, so I'm saving $1,000 by staying in Tallahassee. I was like, I could have killed myself that day. Like it was like raining all day in Tallahassee. It was so bad. There was no one to hook up with. When you're on Grindr, there was more options to hook up with someone in the Berkshires than there was in Tallahassee, Florida. Like you would scroll and
did you get on sniffies?
No, I'm so scared.
I know, but sometimes you go like, well, maybe this is the time I try it.
I did hook up with 2 people in Tallahassee, but they were really bad. I've had really bad hookups in the last month. Only bad. I haven't had one good one, to the point where I ended up in Vegas deleting my Grindr, and I was like, we're taking a long break because I can't keep doing this.
What kind of bad? Just catfishing again?
One was a catfish situation. The other one was awkward. And then there was one in New York that was like, gave me strep throat. I got strep throat while I was in New York. You didn't do the
apple cider vinegar thing?
Well, I didn't because I didn't have it there. And actually, the guy in New York I had actually hooked up with here. And weirdly, we like started talking in New York, and I was like, oh wait, I hooked up with this guy. This is the guy I like did ketamine with here. And yeah, so I was like, oh, I'll hang out with that guy again. And then I was like, this sucks. Why am I? When you're hooking with somebody and you're like, this sucks.
Yeah.
It was all that, and then I had a really before all of this, I had a really bad hookup here in Austin right before I left for Salt Lake City. That
what kind of bad?
If I tell it on here, this is like me. Trust. Number one, you're not allowed to clip it up.
Okay.
You cannot clip this.
Cannot clip it up. But this is going out outside of the Patreon, right?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
But
I just wanted to warn you that.
No, that's fine. But I thought I would leave you guys with one last crazy story. But like, this is bad. So I was the night before Salt Lake City. You know, I'm all horned up. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna fucking hook up with somebody. And so I'm on Grindr, and I start talking to this guy, and he's like 35, ripped body, right, gorgeous. He's sending me videos of him jerking off in bed. He's like hot. I'm like, okay, great. I send over pictures. He's like, come jerk off. I'm like, okay, great. And so I get there, and he's like. I get there and he's like, I was like, all right, I'm here. And he's like, okay, great. I'm going to pretend to be asleep.
You just go in, he's in his fucking nightgown with the hat.
No, my God, it's so bad, Colton. You have no idea. And so I'm like, okay. So I get there. I'm like, I guess I'm already here. You know what I mean? Like, he's going to pretend to be asleep, whatever. I'm like, I'm just trying to fucking
sweetie, it's 9 a.m.
Yeah. And so I get there. I'm like, you know when you've already committed, like I'm at his apartment building. He's like, all right, I'm gonna pretend to be asleep. I'm like, all right, great. So I go over to his place, and I'm like walking upstairs, and he's like, the door is gonna be open. I'm like, whatever. So I get in there. It's like pitch black. He wanted me to take my pants off at the door, and then like walk into his. And I was like, I go, this is making me feel weird. I go, I'm gonna leave my pants on and see the situation. Like, you're not gonna get me. I was like screenshotting his messages. I was like, I'm not gonna get in trouble for anything. You know what I mean? Like, this is whatever you want.
I was sleeping and snuck into my house.
So I was like, I'm not playing these. I was like, whatever. So I started screenshotting the messages to be like, look, this is proof. You know what I mean? Like, this is what's going on. And so I get in. I like walk inside. He like flashes his flashlight so I can see like where to go. And I was like, this immediately, you know, you have a gut feeling.
I thought you were asleep.
Excuse me, you're supposed to be asleep.
Excuse me, sleepy boy.
And so
phone's off.
Phone's off, guys. Your phone should not be on. I told you, no phone time. Okay. And so I walk into his room, and he's like, number one, gorgeous. He's ripped. He's like shredded. He's like pretending to be asleep. He's doing a full fake.
Snoring?
Yeah. He's doing a full fake snore. And by the way, a really good fake snore.
Can you give us a little?
He was like, like he's doing it hardcore, right?
That's so good for him. I mean, he said he was gonna pretend to sleep, and he did.
Yeah, he did. And so then he whatever. So he's like, and whatever. I'm like waking up, and he's like, whoa. He's like, what's going on? You know, and I just wanted to jerk off with this guy, right? You know what I mean? And now I'm playing a full whatever. And so and I thought he was like, I like verbal role play. So I was like, all right, he just wants to do like whatever, we're jerking off stuff. And so then he's like, oh my God. And so we're jerking off. At one point, this was actually funny. He was like, oh my God. He was like, my roommate's here. We have to be really quiet. And I was like, wait, what? Like, you have a
part of the play?
Yeah. And then I was like, is this part of the play or whatever? And then he was like, hey, come in. And I was like, oh, well, he's like, I'm just kidding. There's no one here. And I was like, okay. And I did kind of laugh at that because I was like, that's insane. But then right before that happened, he was like, oh, what's going on? What's going on? And we're like jerking off, whatever. And he's like, oh my God, I've never done this before. And I was like, oh yeah. Like, you know, I'm like, well, yeah. Oh yeah. And he goes, no, how could I? I'm 13.
No.
He was 35.
Of
but
course.
he was like, I'm 13. And I'm like, no, you're not. Like,
I need you to verbally say that you're not 13.
Well, he obviously wasn't, but it was like one of those situations where you're like, okay, like I didn't sign up to be the molester. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't sign up to do like this role play or whatever.
That's so funny. When I
And then
used
he
to do
wanted
improv,
he wanted to do molested role play, and he did not tell me that. And so then I'm sitting there, I'm like, like whatever. And then at one point he was like, it's almost like you're molesting me. And I was like, it's not. And then he could tell he was getting like really annoyed with me because I wasn't playing along to the molested game. And he was like, just say it. He was like, just say it. And then like through my teeth, I was like, I'm molesting you. I was like, are you happy? I'm molesting you. And he's like, oh, yeah, bro, you are fucking molesting me. I was like, and then he said some really fucked up shit, and I kind of jumped up because I was like, I'm not going to repeat on here because it was very, very dark.
What kind of dark?
Just like bad, like clearly this is somebody who has like been through deep sexual trauma, and he's like working out his sexual kinks through this, but which I'm totally game for you to do, but you need to like tell the other person that like you're working out your sexual trauma. Very, very, probably the darkest thing you could imagine. Picture that him saying
and he's saying it,
and so I was like, and at one point I kind of like jumped up because I was like, I can't.
Was it where he was putting who you are?
Yeah.
Oh.
And I was like, I'm not.
Oh, because it took you to the place where you're like, oh, this is specific. That's way too specific.
Like I was like, I'm not doing this. I can't do this.
Yeah.
And I kind of like jumped up, and he jumped up after he said the really dark thing, and he's like, oh, are you gonna go?
No.
He was like, you're leaving. And he sounded so sad, like maybe he was like embarrassed that, and then he was like, we can do something else. We can like, he was like,
we have games. I have like, it's like,
and I was like, and then I felt so bad because if you saw the look on this guy's face, like, oh, you're leaving, and I was like, I guess I could stay or whatever. And then we tried to do like, he was like, we'll switch it up. He's like, we'll do like bro jerk off stuff. But then he couldn't get hard. I was like, oh, he can only get hard for the molested stuff.
Oh,
it's like not good. But yeah, so that was the really bad one that made me be like, I think I need to take a big break from this. Because I don't.
But that was before Salt Lake City, and you also went to a couple other places.
I need to kind of refresh the well before, you know what I mean? I was like, that couldn't be the last sexual experience that I had. Yeah. And then in Vegas, I went and jerked off with a guy who had the worst halitosis in my life, and I was like, I'm done. I can't do this. I mean, like the worst halitosis of my life.
Did you tell him that?
No, I almost did.
It's weird because I'll offer my friends mints or something, and they'll like take it as an offensive thing. I'm like, I'm literally helping you to not be that.
No, it was bad, and so I was just like, I think I need a big break from Grindr.
That's
an exclusive story.
That is such a funny story. I love the begrudgingness of it. I love him trapping you in that. I know it's not ethical, but it's so funny. And I mean, like, I used to do that in improv scenes where I just like gift something somebody would have to do, and they would just like, you rat fucker. Especially in the beginning of improv where somebody will like just have to say yes and.
Yeah.
It's so funny to me.
It was bad.
It was a dick move on my part and that guy's part, but
yeah, I felt bad. I left. I immediately called a friend, and I was like,
my manager. I immediately called my manager.
No, I couldn't tell Chris.
No, I hate you booked me for this role.
Yeah, no, my God. Yeah, no, I called my new gay friend Ben because I was like, Ben will get it, and Ben was like, he's texting me all the time, and he's like, well, I'll just be like walking around. I'll get a text. He's like, it's almost like you're molesting me. I'm like, okay, thank you, Ben.
It's almost like is very funny. Because he was opening up to the possibility to be like, you're not. Yeah. But it's almost like you are.
Yeah. And I was like, I really don't want to play this game. You know what sucked too? He was gorgeous. Gorgeous.
It is a good lesson to know that like gorgeous people are probably more broken than you think.
Yeah.
Yeah. They got some listening to Mongolian throat music, just being like, I'm fine.
Yeah.
Best time of my life. Are you sick of edibles that taste like crap and don't hit? Oh, IndaCloud makes THC that's legal, delicious, and actually does its job. IndaCloud isn't just another cannabis brand. It's fully legal and online dispensary with gummies, flour, pre-rolls, vapes, and edibles, all at incredible prices. I do the sleeping gummy because I like to go to bed on without having to think about all my troubles, and I just drift off and I go, yeah, not here's better than in here. That's what I like about these gummies. With sleep, you sleep good and you don't wake up like melatonin or the harder ones, waking up spick and span, guys. Looking for better sleep? Yep, just talked about it. They've got a gummy for that. Yeah, we know, don't we, guys? Want a light social buzz? I want a heavy one, but light is good too. IndaCloud has got you covered easy. They also have flour for $70 per ounce. Whatever the vibe, IndaCloud's got a match. It's tested, trusted, and delivered right to your door. If you're 21 and older, grab 30% off your first order, plus free shipping with code SOTIB at indacloud.com. That's INDACLOUD.co. Code SOTIB. 30% off, free shipping, and snacks suddenly taste like an adult Michelin star meal? Fill out their quick survey when you order to support the show. Then go finish that episode, that game, or that snack you started. Enjoy responsibly, and thanks to IndaCloud for sponsoring the show. When I was in Des Moines, I was searching for like something similar vibes, not the molestation thing, but like when I got to the hotel, it was the National Wrestling Coach Association conference was at my thing.
Love that.
And I was just like walking around being like,
I'm a player.
None. The ones that were interested or were out or on the apps were just like, they scared me a little bit. There's something about Iowa Grindr that scares the shit out of me.
There was one guy I hooked up with while I was in Des Moines, and he was gorgeous. But that was the only guy available.
Sean?
No, I love Sean though. If you guys don't know Sean, he'll be on this podcast, I think, when he comes to town.
We'll see.
Sean's
like to dangle it in front
Sean's
of him.
like 22.
Yeah.
He's very, very young. He's very, very sweet. Sean is a great example of how to become friends with me though, because he just doesn't stop texting me. Like I was like, because I'm like not like I'll never like maybe I'll reach out to somebody, a new friend or whatever, but like, you know, when you're busy and you already have a bunch of friends. Sean is like sending me music recommendation. I'm like, Sean, I feel, and I mean, he's 22, a young comic. I'm like, oh, I gotta respond. You know, Sean's a little sweetheart, so I'm always like, I'm friends with Sean now.
Yeah, but he
forced it.
He did force it. He's kind of that person that is like, no, we're just like gonna hang out all night then, right?
Yeah.
He's like, well, I'm tired, dude.
Yeah.
I went home after the shows and he was like, oh, you're leaving? I was like, dude, I'm tired. But I was really hoping I was going to get wrestled.
Yeah. And you didn't?
I didn't get wrestled.
Yeah, Iowa sucks.
It's, I think it's because I did drive there. So I was like 8 hours and I was like, I'm tired.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. Tallahassee was, you know when you like scroll down like 2 scrolls on Grindr and all of a sudden you're 7 miles away? Yeah. You're like, I hate that.
Yeah.
I'm like, how is this happening?
Even by the college?
Yeah. Isn't that crazy?
That is weird.
It was like, no. Actually, I remember we were on the phone. Some guy.
I guess it was Ron DeSantis' college. I guess maybe you don't go there if you're.
I was walking to the show and I was on the phone with you, and some guy yelled "faggot" out at the show. I was walking. He's like, "Faggot." I was like, "Oh, hello."
How were you walking?
I was holding a tote bag like this, so it was my own fault. But I was like, "Oh."
I'm going to an overcompensating show right now.
Yeah, I go, faggot. But yeah, that was it.
I haven't been called faggot in such a long time. The last time it was a homeless guy yelled it at me and Chip holding hands.
Yeah.
And I was like, I can't believe he said that to you. That's so fucked.
Yeah. I remember when I was in Seattle, I was walking with a gay comic, and he and someone called us a faggot while he was walking. He goes, you know what's crazy is that we don't know who he's talking to. Meanwhile, he's like in a crop top. I was like, oh, he's talking to you. He's talking to you.
It was you.
Yeah.
Wait, was that me?
No.
Okay.
I would have just said you.
But maybe you forgot that I was there.
No, maybe the guy was calling you a faggot because he could hear your voice over the phone. Maybe it was
He's like, no, not you. The guy you're talking to on the phone, idiot.
I was like, me? He's like, no, the faggot on the phone.
Listen to him. He's gay.
Oh, God.
So we have to jump in.
Oh, we're jumping in?
We're jumping in.
Where are we at time-wise?
45.
Oh, that's fine. Okay, yeah. So, okay, let's jump in.
I didn't know if you want, you kind of said like you wanted to make an announcement.
Well, I just said.
You didn't want to jump in.
Well, yeah. Colton was like, you can zoom in for your last episode. I was like, we're not doing that. No, but yeah, so I left you guys with some couple fun stories. Also, yeah, I am leaving the podcast.
Yeah.
But I know there have been mixed reactions to that.
Somebody was guessing that it was because of the Taylor Swift bet.
Oh, yeah.
Did Jimmy go to Florida because of? And I was like,
maybe did we really just not address on the main feed episode where Jimmy is? Maybe we were just telling the Patreon people.
I feel like we. I don't know.
Because in every episode they're like, "Where is Jimmy?" I'm like, "Do you guys not listen to this fucking podcast?" But then I thought maybe we didn't tell the main feed people that, just if there's any confusion, like, Jimmy like very last minute moved to Florida. And was like,
I'm moving there on Thursday.
So it was like, he was like, all of a sudden, so then he was like, I'm still going to edit the podcast, but and then like, I think I was on the road, and by the time I got back, he was already out of Austin. So it wasn't like, so Jimmy's still editing the podcast.
But he also is now living in Nashville.
Yes. I don't know if we're supposed to say that though.
Why? Is he on the run?
I don't know. When I talked to him about it, he was like, just don't say anything. I was like, but that was like over a month ago, so maybe it's known now. But yeah, he's moving to Nashville.
Don't say anything?
Yeah, Jimmy, you'll see this.
Sorry. Hey, you could, if you're watching this, you could clip it out.
Yeah.
No one's supposed to know I'm in Nashville.
Yeah.
Okay.
But one, I am leaving the podcast, and it's not, I think we've known for over a month.
It's been some time. I mean, you've been on the road so much, you'd come in just fucking dead tired.
Yeah.
We would start going at each other's throats. And then it was at one point, it was like, we're really not making enough to shoot each other in the face.
The other thing is that like, I am on the road a lot, and I am very tired. And I'm also aware that maybe the last 6 months I have been maybe not fully present while on the podcast. I put my phone away for this one to really, be here or whatever. But we've had a tough time working together the last 6 months.
Yeah.
I think that's
ever
fair
since
to
Waitresses.
Say. Yeah. Ever since Waitresses, we've had a very, very tough time working together. And there's a lot of stuff that has gone on behind the scenes that you guys are not aware of.
Right.
I think Colton and I very much are still friends and still have a lot of love for each other. But at the same time, I called Colton after, like the Chad Daniels episode, we weren't even speaking off pod. You know what I mean? Like
right.
we talked on the podcast, but that would it was like we're not speaking before the podcast, and then after the podcast we're not speaking. But there was multiple episodes like that. And the other part of this is it's like ruining our friendship right now where we are.
Right.
And not that everything's about money. But Colton and I do this for free. We don't make any money from some of this is bad.
Right.
Right.
Well, that's changing now that now that we've paid off Waitresses.
Yeah, but like we've been doing this for 3 years for free.
Right.
And which we've loved doing, and we've built I've loved doing it. I'll speak for myself. I've loved doing this podcast. I'm very proud of this podcast, and like we've had all of my favorite comedians on. It's been like a dream come true. I like look back being like, if you like, I don't even know, someone wrote this in the Discord, like they forgot that this podcast is gay first and comedy second. But if you're a comedy fan, this is like an incredible podcast that we've had incredible comedians.
Yeah.
A lot of comics, especially we started this with no following whatsoever, and I've had some of the best comedians in the world on this podcast. Mm-hmm. But we are doing it for free.
Right.
And it takes up a lot of time, and it is ruining Colton and I's friendship. I called Colton after I don't even know what episode a month ago, and I was like, I'm pretty sure if we keep doing this podcast, we are never going to speak again.
It was a Chris Tan episode.
Yeah, I was like, we're never going to speak again. We will, if we continue to do this, and I would rather leave the podcast and maybe come back at some point. And we've talked about like coming back and doing guest episodes or fun episodes, and I think we did some of this as live and had the best time. And I would love to.
It's like. I think we've been holding this imaginary like barrier of resentment, and
we have a lot of resentment.
And as soon as you just were like, I think it's better for our friendship if I leave the podcast, we've kind of like set that down, and I don't know. I think we've been having more fun.
Things have been incredible.
Yeah,
the last month, a lot better. The only fight we've gotten into the last month is about doing this last episode, and then I was like, and we were on the phone, and I was like, this is why I'm leaving the podcast. Like,
I didn't know it was to me it was like maybe you come back eventually. I don't really know. Let's move on. I'm a military brat. Once you say we got to move on, I go, we're moving on. You're not getting a going away party. we didn't get going away parties when we moved. It was like, bye friends, I'll never talk to you again.
Yeah.
So.
And I was like, we've done this podcast for 3 years. I want to say bye to them and really be honest, because they have heard. They heard us years ago when we had no following whatsoever, just having fun on this couch and doing crazy shit.
Right.
And there's just like working together is like not. I think this podcast ruined friendships as
as I'm going through the other ones. There's like a bunch of podcasts that have split up, and I actually don't think they're friends still.
They're
so
not.
I'm glad that we are doing.
I'm leaving this
that.
podcast so that we can be friends. Like, honest to God, like that's the only. I could say it's about the money. I would be fine doing this podcast for free if it wasn't destroying our friendship. But it is.
Yeah,
and I don't want to. I don't want to spend the next like 10 years being like, and I hate Colton. Like, it just
I just begrudgingly laughing and go, God, that story was so funny, but I hate him.
yeah. And it's just, I would rather just like, and we've talked about still doing some of this as bad live because I will say, if you guys like the podcast, I actually think that Colton and I are at our best when we are on stage together. Yeah. And we are very, very, I think us on stage together, we do a full hour and we are so good together on stage. That is something that I would still love to do every once in a while. And like I said, I would love to come back, but I think we need a long break of not working together and just being friends.
Yeah.
And also like not to be crazy, but like I need to also spend more time because like although Feeling Girly is doing good and I'll still be releasing episodes there every single week, Feeling Girly like pays all my bills. Like I make money. I make like a decent amount of money from Feeling Girly, and I don't have the time to put in energy.
Yeah.
To do both, and I'm like I could really get that podcast off the ground if I didn't have to worry about this one. And also I want to say I didn't even realize until because I did talk about it on the Feeling Girly Patreon, how many some of these bad listeners have come over there, but even crazier like the girls that have started listening to Some of This Is Bad, and that's been great. And a lot of them are like still gonna listen to Colton, like because a lot of them will come up to me at the show and they'll be like, I started listening to Some of This Is Bad from Feeling Girly, and like now I'm obsessed with Colton. And so like nice. You also got a bunch of new girls listening to this podcast.
Love it, girls.
Yeah, and so
hey girls, I hope you like Mongolian throat singing.
Yeah, but I think I hope you like Mongolian throat singing because that's what you're gonna get, girls. No, but I think this is going to be the best for everybody involved, and yeah, I'm excited to see where Some of This Is Bad goes. I really do love this podcast, and I think it's we started this podcast like the first couple episodes are literally in the suck shack.
Yeah. I actually it's a good segue to the questions because one of my favorite questions was, is there a fight that you guys can laugh about now?
Oh, yeah.
And I know what mine is.
What is yours?
It was when we released episode 1, and I was like, this is embarrassing. You guys, 1,000 listens. You guys, this is embarrassing.
Literally, it was the first episode of Some of This Is Bad ever. We were recording, and we were like, number one, Colton wanted to do, I'll remind you, I think at this point you had 5,000 followers on Instagram, and I think I had like 1,200. And you were like, one wanted to do like a release party for Some of This Is Bad very first episode.
Yeah,
and then 2, we got 1,000 listens to our very first episode, which like nobody knew us.
Yeah,
and we got 1,000 listens, and Colton was like, how are we going to continue to do this with this? Like, I was like, did you think we were going to get 10,000 listens the first episode?
Right. And I think I asked you, and I don't know how to ask this, but like, are you trying to keep this podcast small?
Yeah. That was a lot of, that was, I think, during more the Kratom haze. Colton.
Yeah, some of those fights kind of get blurry at the Kratom haze.
Yeah. Yeah, you were like, I was accused of keeping the podcast small, and I was like, no, not try. I would love the podcast to blow up.
That is so funny. Some people will use it as a time marker of like, I've been listening since Kratom.
Yeah, someone said that to me very recently. They're like, I've been listening since Kratom episodes. I was like, whoa, that's
it's a blast from the past. And then you look at like Ian Fidance, who's like, I'm not talking about my life anymore. I go, oh, I don't think we can take anything we said back.
Yeah. Wait, he said that on this podcast?
No, I just saw him the other day, and he was saying that.
Oh, why?
Because he said, I mean, he's going through a thing right now where he's like, I'm not gay anymore.
Oh, they all do that.
Yeah.
Also, yeah, Ian's so funny. He like messaged me while I was in New York because I was going to do his podcast, and then he like sent me a voice memo, and he was like, I just have to say that like years ago, like I told you and Colton, you guys could do guest spots on my show, and then I never actually gave them out. And he's like, that haunts me. I think about it every single day, and I need to apologize to you. And I sent him a voice memo back, laughing, being like, "You're insane." I go, "I didn't even remember you offering guest spots." I go, "I guarantee you, Colton didn't either. We love you." Yeah. And like, and he was like, "Oh, that makes me feel a lot better." I was like, "Let it." I go, "Ian, let it go."
Yeah,
I literally don't care. A fight that like we can laugh at now. I don't really have one. I'm still really hurt.
Guess he'll come back on a guest episode.
No, we fought. I think about. I guess the only one that's funny. Oh, you know what we can talk about is this kind of the beginning of the fights. The one we had at that poolside bar.
Poolside bar?
Yeah, over by my place.
Oh,
I can't remember what that place is called right now. But they have that saltwater pool. Cabana Club. We got into a huge fight at the Cabana Club, and then Jimmy was there too. And we were all screaming at each other at the Cabana Club.
Yeah, I can't remember why. Like, I mean, I couldn't remember why, but I remember being like, "This is a really chill spot to be so angry."
We were all screaming at each other. Yeah, we were at a cabana, being like, "I don't give a fuck about the podcast anymore."
Getting caught in the rain.
Yeah. I know, it's funny. I was like, "Guys, ask questions for the last episode." No one's asking questions. I'm like, okay.
Well, no, we got some. This is a really good one.
I also saw the really long post from the guy being like, "Did you see that on the Discord? Are you going off the Discord?"
No, this is an email.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry, we can do that one afterwards.
This person has been with us for a long time, and I always see your comments, and I always appreciate them. Damien said, "Dear Colton, Dylan, and Jimmy, first I want to thank you guys for the countless hours of laughter and sexiness from yourselves, and my favorites are Spencer Cavins and Matt Ross. Although Dylan leaving makes me sad, I understand the reasons, as he explained it was affecting his friendship with Colton, so I'm so glad you have made this decision, as your friendship is more important. So, for your advice, I live a solitary life by choice after an ex-boyfriend abused me, and I have not been with anyone in 30 years.
Whoa.
I am now considering booking a flight and hotel to Spain and treating myself to a sex worker from rentmen.eu. Hell of a tip. I love that his advice is also like, suggestion. If you're going to do it, go here.
Yeah. Also, 30 years is such a long time. I'm so sorry. I mean, you've really been holding on to that. Hopefully you've been like going to therapy and working on it, but it makes me feel like if you've been doing 30 years solitude, you haven't been.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm 35, so I can't imagine that number.
Definitely treat yourself to the sex worker. I mean, that's great.
Yeah. So I can have an out of my league dream, ma'am. Fuck me stupid. Are there any guidelines to doing this safely, as I don't want to be ripped off or murdered? Lots of love, Damien. P.S. I'm looking forward to the occasional special appearance by Dylan. You've never been with a hooker, right?
No.
And I've
acted like one, sweetheart. Okay.
The pimp is like, "Where's the money?" You go, "I do it for the love of the game."
Yeah, I do it for the love of the game, sweetheart.
He's
okay.
like, "You're getting another beating, Dylan."
Yeah.
I don't know. I assume if you can leave, if you're going to do it in your hotel room, maybe leave your bags at the front door so that he doesn't like steal your shit or look like, "Hey, I can steal your shit."
Yeah, I hide all my wallet. I always, before I bring somebody over, I hide my wallet and my headphones. I always they want my AirPods.
Yeah, but I could track my AirPods.
I could too.
Hopefully they would steal my AirPods so that I could find them.
That actually is so smart. Yeah, so just hide the wallet. But then I think like, well, if they have a gun, they're gonna like grab the wallet, and what am I gonna say? Like, I don't know where it is.
I don't know my AirPods.
Yeah, no, wait, I thought you were gonna take my AirPods, not my wallet.
Interesting. I wonder if
I don't have cash.
Treating it with I think a hooker is probably the best way in.
Yeah, of course.
And just like let them know, be like, "Hey, I haven't done this in 30 years. This is not. I just need this. This is not my best sex that I want. This is my next first sex."
Also, don't like, you are paying for this experience, so like you just be completely honest about like, this is exactly what I want. You are allowed to do customized items, and like,
almost
don't
like you're molesting me.
That is so bad. Don't clip that up. No, but like you're totally allowed to say exactly what you want, what your boundaries are. Listen, this is another human being, but like this is also a service that they're providing. So don't feel like you have to like hold anything back and just be like completely honest about what you want. How do you not get ripped off? Honey, I don't know. I trust my gut though.
I think, I don't know. I think that getting ripped off, he goes, I think $500 is worth it. Or $1,000. How much do you pay?
I don't know. I think it's different but I feel like if you're in
can
Spain,
you go to rentmen.eu and look if they have pricing on there? I mean, also, it feels like it's already a good sign that you're looking to get back out there, and I hope that that's hopeful. And I hope that you don't develop a whore addiction.
Yeah.
I hope that for you, Damien.
Or who cares? I think I know Damien. He messages me a lot, and I love. I was looking at the Discord about the thing, and everyone was so nice about it.
Everyone's like, you owe us a dick pic.
I actually thought, should I post my dick on the Discord? But then I was like, no.
You'd have to warn me so I didn't see it.
I know, but eventually you would see it scrolling. So I was like, it's just not worth it.
I don't really scroll the dick pic channel like
I will say, I'm like, this is how my brain works too. It's like everybody was being so nice in the comments, and like one guy was like, oh, great, I'll listen again. And I was like, oh, okay, go fuck yourself.
Oh, great. It is crazy how mixed review is like, Cowboy Cam is a hero, and they're like, and one of them was like, oh, this is actually the one from Leo. Thanks, boys, for all the laughs. What is Dylan's and Colton's favorite fight that they can laugh about now? Also, did Dylan drop the news that he was leaving? How did Dylan drop the news? Recreate it for the piggies. It was just a call.
I just called after we got into a huge fight recording and had to re-record a bunch of stuff, and thank God we didn't post the intro to. Also, guys, the other thing is like I understand that a lot of you guys didn't like the new format that we were trying out, but it was like that was kind of our last ditch effort of being like, all right, we can't keep destroying our friendship for no money, and so we got to get people over to the Patreon. I totally understand that like not everybody can afford $5 a month. Once again, less than a cup of coffee. But we were like, so then when we knew, everyone was like, oh, you guys really folded on the format. And no, the minute we stopped doing that format was the day that I called and I was like,
yeah,
I don't want to do.
They hate the format.
I'm leaving the podcast. We make no money, and we were like, just put out the regular episodes as they are.
Yeah.
Because So that last format, all that you guys all hated was us trying to save the podcast. But
so sorry for trying.
So sorry for trying, but you guys kind of destroyed it yourself. Why am I leaving the podcast? Because you guys won't sign up for the fucking Patreon.
You made me do this.
I would have loved to stay, you stupid broke pigs. Okay.
Then it ended with, thanks guys, best of luck. Don't bring Cam around so much with Dylan gone. I'm sure he's nice, but he's damn annoying. And that's coming from an annoying person.
Well, some people really love Cam.
I'm one of those people. I love Cam. I don't believe a word he says.
He's a pathological liar.
And I don't need him to tell the truth. I didn't go there for his, I didn't go like, hey, Cam, how should I vote this upcoming November? I was like, hey, Cam, say something crazy.
I wanted to read this one on the Discord because it was a little bit longer, but it was, I thought, very, very sweet to both of us. And I thought it could be, I can read this. But it said, some of this is bad. 32-year-old gay man, longtime fan. This might be a little long, but I know that you don't get a lot of emails, so you guys can read the whole thing.
Okay, so that's the other thing. Email.
We've tried a lot of different things to kind of boost the podcast. Like, guys, send us emails. You guys send nothing.
Yeah.
Boyfriend Twins did send an email. I think we should read that one as well. But which is like so funny that we have one guy that sends in multiple emails who we love,
and we give him praise. We go, okay, I guess we should be. You guys, if you just want to be degraded, just write out the subject line, please degrade me.
Yeah, you guys are crazy. And
hey, I'll do it.
We tried many different things to save the podcast, and you guys refused to participate other than listening. But so it is technically your fault. But okay, let me finish reading this one. A little over 2 years ago, I got rid of my toxic ex. We were together for 7 years. I really thought he was my person. This was just Cliff Notes, but he begged me for a closed relationship early on. Then in the last year we were together, he got dicked down by dozens of men in secret while I was working and playing his way through life so he could go to school. Then my fag hag bestie of 14 years stole a bunch of money from me and lied to my face for weeks. I got rid of her too. All of this to say is I fell into a deep depression and pushed away a lot of friends, family, and community. A while ago, Dylan said at one point Lost Culturistas stood in for gay friends that he didn't have. You two have been my gay friends while I've been putting myself back together. I never lost contact with reality, and I know it's one-way parasocial relationship, but that's really all I needed. Your episodes were the ones that got me through the gym, different medications, after therapy, before forcing myself to be social, trying new hobbies, learning to be open again, etc. When I didn't want to feel alone, I'd listen to you two. For a lonely homo without community, this show was what I needed. I'm in a better space now, and while Dylan's still there, I wanted to have the chance to say thank you so much to you both and everyone that makes this show possible. When you started this podcast, you obviously believed in it.
I honestly was like, I'm about to cry. This is so nice.
Same. because of the tattoos, which just to be clear, that's how bad we're fighting is that I have a tattoo of this podcast and I'm leaving. By the way, I also want to quickly say I still believe in this podcast. It's just I don't believe in it more than I believe in saving Colton and I's relationship. When did you guys realize that you were right? Was it the guests like Matt Rogers getting mentioned on Trixie and Katya, the launch of the Patreon? I was one of the first 100 to subscribe on my phone.
On my phone. And a reference.
And a reference.
Wow.
The Discord community, waitresses, etc. Wait, when did you guys realize that you were right? Oh, about the podcast. Thanks, Murmur. P.S. I'll always be a loyal listener, supporter of Colton. I'm not going anywhere. P.P.S. I edited some grammar and formatting so the post made sense. Okay, that's so sweet. We appreciate that.
I feel like we knew it pretty quickly when, you've been on podcasts, you've seen podcasts.
Yeah.
Like, we're having fun. Like, this is fun. It's interesting. Straight people were listening to it, which is like, hard to get straight people to listen to just being like, sucking dick and whatnot.
Yeah. I mean, it really is like, that's what I mean when I say like, I'm so proud of this podcast. Like not only we've been talked about on like Trixie and Katya's podcast, on like Meatball's podcast, on all these bigger ones. And we've had like incredible guests. I still believe in this podcast. I just want to stay friends.
Yeah.
And I think that's way more important right now.
Yeah. It's also, I don't know. I think it's,
I knew this podcast. I believed in this podcast from the beginning. Like we were like nobody was listening.
The day before we recorded, I think we believed in it because it was like it was that for me. It was the moment where we took a little bit of shrooms. We were on a rooftop pool, and Dylan just started chasing me around for no reason.
No, because you said something crazy, and I was like, no, and I was like, nah. But no, I always thought that we had something really special here, and I think we also offered a different type of gay podcast that wasn't necessarily available when we first started this, where we were not.
We're comics, but gay, and I don't know.
And saying fucked up things. And I think, if anything ever gets us canceled, it will be from this podcast.
1,000%.
But that was very, very sweet. Thank you. I still believe in this podcast. I always believe in this podcast. What's your biggest moment on this podcast?
I love the live shows.
Yeah.
I mean, it's, I feel like, we got into this to do stand-up, and then we just also got a podcast. So it's kind of like having both of those worlds collide.
Yeah, we've done some crazy shit on this podcast. I mean, like, even like someone like Emma Willman, or like I love, like, it was like becoming friends with people who you looked up to. Yeah. And like having, like, Emma has been on multiple times, or like the Jason Ellis episodes, even though they progressively got worse and more Christian. What?
Sorry. I just need a pat to let Bianca in.
Oh, gotcha. The Jason Ellis episodes, I think there's a lot of really cool stuff that's going on with the podcast. And
it is
Lisa
weird
Traeger,
being
like
in the world, like seeing the world from afar and be like, that's comedy world.
Yeah.
And then now to be in it and actually like people quoting your podcast and be like, oh, did you say this about Ian? They're like, oh, did Ian see that?
or like comics coming to town just to promote their special and being like, well, you got to go on Some of This Is Bad. Like that was like really cool. Like that, like comics were like, when you go to Austin, you like go on Some of This Is Bad. Like there was a lot of really, like, it felt like a stamp of approval from the comedy community, which I think has been really cool.
I think the first big moment was when we were having an episode without Dean, and Dean's mom was a big time
Dean's
listener.
mom.
And Dean's mom was like, "Dean, you gotta clean the dishes."
Oh yeah, that is so funny. I mean, and yeah, shout out to so many different people that we've had on this podcast. Shout out to Kyle, who
Kyle started an OnlyFans career. I mean, short-lived, but
I don't think he's doing it anymore.
He isn't. I don't know if I'm allowed to say why.
Oh wait, why?
He's better now. Is a similar episode.
Oh.
Okay, so we'll finish off with our favorite boyfriend twin. Couldn't resist writing in for the last pod with Dylan. Question for you three. Jimmy's not here. He's in Florida. We keep on telling you that.
They don't listen.
Which past guest would you most want to top, and which would you most want to bottom for, and why? I have my answer already.
Okay, wait. Who would I want to? I know who I would want to bottom for, and who would I want to top though? Okay? I have my answers.
All right,
but I don't want to say it too much. Well, God, I feel bad about saying.
We'll do top first.
Yeah, but I feel bad because he's a friend. Okay.
One, two, three.
Corey
Jason
Knox.
Ellis. Oh. Forgot about
You
him.
want to top Jason Ellis?
No, I thought. Oh,
You
want
let's
to?
do-
I thought top.
Oh, they
top
top
me.
us. Yeah.
Oh, you want to top Corey Knox?
No, I want Corey Knox to top me.
Great. So we did the same thing.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Wait,
What do you want to do to Corey?
you know what? I actually, you know what's crazy? I picked both of them to fuck me.
Oh, is one answer.
Yeah.
And I feel really bad, but I just want him
Because-
to do all the things.
You know what's so
you want
funny?
to flip flop with
No,
Corey Knox?
I don't want to flip flop with Corey Knox. And Corey's such a good friend. I feel bad about him hearing this. Okay, I guess. Oh yeah, let me redo my answer.
All right,
Let me
I'm
redo my
topping
answer.
Josh Francis.
Okay,
and
really?
In his fat little.
He does have a
orange
fat
butt.
ass. Okay, wait. So then, because I wanted to bottom for Jason Ellis as well, so I think that was my answer, and then I got confused because I think Corey's so hot.
Yeah.
Even though I hope he doesn't hear this.
I hope he does.
I know. Okay, wait. Who do I want to top? I'm scared.
Jack Timmons.
No.
Handlebar Jack?
Handlebar Jack. No,
What
I don't want to top
about
Jack.
Cowboy Cam?
No, it's too much.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God, who've been some like hot guys that have been on the podcast?
Ramin?
No, I don't want. A lot of the guys I would rather suck them off.
Okay. Yeah, it's hard. You're bringing a side into a top conversation.
Well, no, I would bottom for Jason Ellis. Who would I top though? Now I'm getting like nervous.
All right, think about it.
Wait, can you give me some other options? Can I look through the YouTube page quickly?
No, there's no time.
Yeah, there is.
No,
Yeah,
there's not.
give me 1 second. What else are you gonna say?
If Jimmy has a butt plug in and it's bigger than 3 inches, he can skip this one. I'm sure he's going through enough. I think Jimmy might just have to zoom in from Nashville just with a butt plug. I think he owes that. He said he's a man of his word, and then he left to Florida. I don't know. Maybe you guys can spam his DMs or something. You guys should really start a campaign. I can't tell.
Oh, you know who I would top? Tommy Pope.
That's a wild one.
You think so?
That's a wild one. What do you mean that could happen? I think he's done stuff.
Oh.
Okay. Allegedly. From our producer Pat, he's done stuff.
That's crazy.
Thanks for all the laughs and advice. Hoping we still get a post-surgery episode with Dylan and one day so we can finally have some closure. Excited to see Colton take the reins. I know it'll be great. Love you guys. Signed it off with a dick pic and a butt pic. Wow.
Let me see. Is this boyfriend twins?
Yeah.
Oh, did he bleach his hair?
And he got a mohawk, I think.
Yeah, look.
He's really giving like an Aussie surfer.
Really crazy. Yeah.
Crazy awesome.
Crazy awesome. This
Crazy
guy's the
awesome.
best. This is actually my favorite listener.
It's either him or Damien. I mean,
Yeah.
Who
Well,
knows?
Damien didn't send us full body photos of him being naked.
he hasn't touched anyone in 30 years. And you want him to start sending nudes?
Well, I was just throwing it out there.
Hey, it's on the table. And
Yeah.
you can pay. We got a whole channel for it.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Is there anything you want to sign off with?
That I really did love this podcast, and you will see me back after a long period of time, and I just hope Colton continues doing it and doesn't abandon. You're not gonna abandon the podcast, are you?
No, it's actually getting. We're gonna be releasing a whole lot more.
Okay, love that. And then I really
do your last dick pic of the week.
Oh yeah, I'll do my last dick pic of the week. I really love you guys. I really do mean that, and I appreciate all the listeners and everybody who oh my god. Sorry.
Holy shit! I know I love. Holy shit!
I really do love you.
So
I really like you. I really like you guys. Can I just be honest? I really like you guys. Yeah. Okay. Whoa. Okay, I know who I'm giving it to Dill. Dill. Uncut. Huge cock. Oh my god! Look at that.
Wow.
Yeah. I really. God, life's crazy. Thank you guys for all the dick pics, for all the memories. This has been honestly the greatest 3 years of my life. And when we first started this podcast, we were like both recently sober, and my life was like in the drain, and I was trying to get it back together. And this podcast like really helped me do that. And thank you for everybody who listens. I will be over at Feeling Girly. I know a lot of you guys don't like that podcast, and that's completely okay. But if you want to hear more from me, it's not all about the girls. So I'll be over there. And hopefully I'll be back doing guest episodes and doing some of This Is Bad live.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. And he is.
And thank you, Colton, because Colton's been a huge part about my life in the last 3 years and making this podcast successful. And I could not have done it without you. And we've had a lot of really incredible memories. And so thank you to you, Colton. I couldn't have done it without you, and you were the best.
Thank you. I love you so much.
I love you too.
I hope we do see you soon.
Yeah, thank you.
But with a break.
With a break. A break in the podcast, not a break in the friendship.
Right. And if you guys want to check out the new additional thing that we're going to be posting, it's called Beat My Gay, and it's the first episode is going to be with Dylan and Bianca, because I wrote them a diss track a while ago, and I want to give them the opportunity to write one about me.
Love it.
See you soon. Bye.
Bye.
So, this is bad. Some of this is bad. Some of this is bad. Some of this is
Here to drag out horror. No.